This is the weekly sales meeting for the week of October 23rd, 2022. My name is Chris Fleming. You can reach me at chris@cdmediaconsulting.com or go to our website at cdmediaconsulting.com. Today's topic is getting your clients their 15 minutes of fame. The now defunct Circuit City was the first of the big box retailers. In 1974, the electronics retailer pioneered the idea of the 3-story facade on a 2-story building with a single sales floor inside. This is now a famous design used by Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond, and almost the entire grocery business. Circuit City was a casualty of the 2008-2009 financial crisis, not because of the flaws of the big box model, but because of the flaw of their entire business model. Circuit City was a real estate holding company. It happened to own an electronics retailer, not the other way around. And in 2008-2009, the real estate sector cratered. Circuit City was known for electronics, not for real estate, but it was the real estate debt that killed them. Fast forward to today, many of us have retail clients who have drifted from their fundamental purpose and model. When times are good, it is natural to expand your offerings to try to be all things to all people. Unfortunately, that business plan puts a business on a path to irrelevancy. If you are not known for any one thing, no one has any reason to remember you for any one thing. Talk to your business customers. Help them identify that non-preemptible position they can occupy for the entire market. Then we can help them be famous for it, long before anyone needs them. Take a look at what took place since the start of the global pandemic. Those companies that thrived had one common theme. They were able to mine a loyal database of customers. Those customers believed they were good at that very thing they claimed as expertise. Notice a pattern? The late Andy Warhol said in the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. It is possible that he was correct, although Fran Lebowitz said Andy Warhol made fame more famous. Fame itself is fleeting. It must be reinforced and reinvented, even for the most iconic and robust of brands. It must also continue to be useful. When technological advances overtake the usefulness of a brand and its identity, it will be forced to reinvent itself, or it will perish. There are hundreds of examples of useful and extinct, and we don't have to go back that far. Think of Sears and Roebuck, Kmart, Blockbuster Video, or Kinney Shoes. These brick-and-mortar retailers used to be staples of the business landscape. All went the way of the dodo for not having the vision to see the future coming or adapt to a new reality. Adapt or perish. This is the business plan for the future. Former famed GE executive Jack Welch is a favorite of elite business school studies. He claimed an organization's ability to learn and translate that learning into action rapidly is the ultimate competitive advantage. Part of that is to understand how knowledge translates to brand and brand identity, then converting that brand identity to clear, concise communication. One that resonates with the consumer. The consumer, remember them? They are in charge. We can have a great product, we can stand for all humanity, but if we fail to shout it from the rooftops with effectiveness, we have failed the mission. And what we say from the rooftop must meet the experiential reality, or we have also failed. This is the strategic marriage of internal action and external communication. It must balance to create the superior framework our customers seek. This is a continuous improvement of form and function. It is brand identity and communication. This efficiency was, at least in part, pioneered by W. Edwards Deming. The American-born engineer, statistician, and professor is responsible for many process advances. Much of the Japanese manufacturing proficiency that dominated the auto landscape of the 70s and 80s is traced to his work. He claimed profit in business comes from repeat customers that boast about your product or service and bring friends with them. Your challenge is to uncover what your customers do well. Once uncovered, help them develop a communication strategy to echo this sentiment. One that will transfer this feeling to their customers and prospects. Help companies unveil and communicate what they do well. Then you will find that is what your company is now famous for, and people will seek you out to do the same for them. Love him or hate him, Amazon's Jeff Bezos is at least partially responsible for revolutionizing e-tailing and the online experience. He says a brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn your reputation by trying to do hard things well. Truth is, Amazon has made a fortune doing easy things well too. But in the beginning, online retailing was hard. All those companies named before dominated the retail landscape. These traditional retailers believed no one would ever buy stuff online when they can come to us. This decision was prudent for the time, but seems foolish in retrospect. E-tailing, dismissed as an afterthought by traditional retailers, was embraced by Bezos. Amazon forged forward with a singular purpose: rapid delivery of goods and services, and that is what they are famous for today. That is our challenge going forward. Find that one non-preemptible position your customer can occupy in the marketplace and help them superserve that segment. Help them become famous for doing so. Al Ries and Jack Trout wrote the 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. In it, law number 1 is the law of leadership. It states it is better to be first than to be better. This is the first mover advantage. The business who is first has the competitive advantage. That is, until they fumble or abandon that position. This goes hand in hand with law number 2, which is the law of category. It states if you can't be first in a category, set up a category you can be first in. These are the things we can help our business customers control. And when we do this for more than one customer, it becomes what we are famous for. And we should take credit for making our customers famous, at least for 15 minutes. I have released a new book on leadership called You Can't Lead from the Back of the Room, Nor Should You. It is available on Amazon.com, but also released as an audiobook for download on Audible. If you like what you've heard today, please consider downloading 1 or 2 and send one to a friend. Go to cdmediaconsulting.com right now and follow the instructions to order.